Welcome to Raw. So we open up the night with...
This is what, the 13th? 12th?
So sorry. Yeah, it is the 12th of
August. Yeah.
As you can see, my brain is done.
It's all good.
Booking these shows, while fun, is a lot of work.
Yes. Dude, I was giving myself a headache with how deep I was going into this stuff today. And I actually plan on trying to book at least all of September tomorrow, just because I'm in the rhythm and
I'm
the
about to
flow
say
of it.
since you're on a roll, yeah, that's how I did it last time.
And so I know. So next month I'm debuting a pay-per-view that never existed in WWE called Day of Reckoning.
Yeah, you told me about this.
The reason being is they put out 2 video games called Day of Reckoning. I was like, well, I might as well
That's
give
a
it
great name.
It's a great name. Might as well give it a reason for existing. And so it's a SmackDown exclusive. So I'm like, hey, I get to have my own happy-go-lucky fun times all in this sandbox.
Happy-go-lucky fun times. But yeah, good stuff. So Raw today.
Yes.
Triple H opens the show. This is what I was coming back to. And
are we finally going to see what convinced him to sign with Mr. Mick Foley?
Yes.
As opposed to his lovely wife,
yes,
who is looking so wonderful in 2002.
I was about to say
Big fan.
let's keep it PG for the kids. But yes.
I mean, it was like one of her peak times, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't extra. She wasn't extra.
Choose your words carefully. I'm not helping you.
Well, so there was a period of time, especially in that McMahon Helmsley regime era, and when Jericho would use all of his derogatory terms, where she kind of, I feel like, leaned into his insults.
There you go.
And whereas here, I think that she was very professional, but positive.
Classy, but
yes,
pretty.
yes,
Classy,
exactly.
but pretty.
Yes.
Good stuff. But yes, so actually Triple H comes out and says, I know what you're all thinking. Now, why on earth would I sign with Raw when my fine, beautiful, this is Triple H saying this.
Oh, yeah.
Drop dead gorgeous, wish you had her, but you don't wife is on SmackDown?
Yes.
Well, the answer is really simple. And then we turn to the entrance way.
Yeah.
Break it down. And then I think this is actually the return of Shawn Michaels. Like, I don't think
It is.
showed up at all.
We didn't do the make believe NWO
NWO
crap.
So he's literally been gone since 98, 7?
Whenever WrestleMania 14 was.
7, I think. 97. No.
8.
8.
I don't know. Whenever WrestleMania 14 was.
You guys know because you have the internet.
Yes. So, but yeah, he hasn't been back since WrestleMania 14 when he dropped the title to Steve Austin.
Which makes this pop even bigger.
Absolutely.
So, the crowd is obviously losing their mind because, oh my gosh, it's Shawn Michaels. Oh my gosh, it's Triple H. Oh my gosh, it's D-Generation X. This is, the people are going crazy.
It was 98 because it was a 5-year absence.
You're right.
I just did it with my fingers.
Good.
I went backwards.
Good math. Good math. Oz, good clutch work. All right, perfect. So this is the first time we've seen Shawn in 5 years.
Yes.
Crowd is going wild. I don't remember if the segment actually happened on this day, on this Raw.
I actually think it happened like 2 weeks ago, but still, it's the same basic premise.
Basically, we got from point A to point B.
Yes.
So that's all that matters. But yeah, listen, we got.
So Triple H out here in Triple H gear.
Yep.
Brings out Shawn in DX gear. Triple H pulls off his shirt. We do the whole pretend gimmick where it's "Are you ready?" and the fans are going crazy.
No. I said, "Are you ready?"
And then Triple H kicks him in the guns and pedigrees him. Oh, it's so good.
And it got me so good because to this day, because I went back and watched it because I didn't know that happened. I was like, man, they had a SummerSlam match like real close to this time frame. I wonder how we got to that. Oh, that's how.
Exactly. So at King of the Ring in the shoot timeline, Shawn was still in that make believe BS NWO crap, which we don't do. But in the real timeline, Hall's gone, so
right.
It's Shawn Michaels, X-Pac, and Kevin Nash, and they say if you need it, just throw it up. And Triple H says thanks, but I'm gonna do this on my own. So they're trying to get him to join the NWO, and so when Vince disbands the NWO, it says, yeah. So then we bring back DX, and then we have this. That's such a good moment in time.
Man.
And yeah, I'm a big fan.
Good old fashioned childhood moment there. Yes. But yeah, so that is the moment. So Triple H, yes, he did sign to Raw, just to drop Shawn Michaels in the middle
Love
of
it.
the ring.
Yes. So smart.
So smart, so brilliant. Triple H leaves, crowd is dumbfounded. Like,
Yeah, you had us on the highest of highs and now the lowest of lows.
I know it's so great. I love this so much. Wrestling's fun. So obviously we go into commercial, and then when we come back, Mick has all 4 women in the ring
To sign that, there, no
contacts.
Yes.
It's actually very straightforward since obviously they can't punch each other.
Yes.
Mick says, "All right, listen, I'm gonna let you go at it as much as you want at SummerSlam. You guys are pretty much the Raw main event aside from the world title.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hey,
hold it off and do your
Give me
thing
just
there."
1 second. Let me
What's
go
up?
through my SummerSlam.
Yeah.
So, how about this?
I'm here.
I know we had talked about going every other gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
How about they be third from the top?
Okay.
The women. Is that cool with you?
Yeah, because what order are you
So,
thinking?
so the main event will be Brock, right?
Yeah.
So then I want to do my Intercontinental Three-Way, which forget I said that, and then we have that 4-way for that,
Yeah.
and before that you do the unsanctioned match.
Okay. Works
Sweet. All right. So
Cool,
then
so I'll do
that
it.
puts them in a very strong position. Is all I'm getting at.
Give me 2 seconds while I
Yeah,
change
yeah.
the order.
And the only reason I do that is because you've booked this division so strongly. Like I wanted to give you the semi-main spot, but because we agreed before we started recording that when we book SummerSlam, he'll go, I'll go, he'll go, I'll go. Then I was like, well, it wouldn't make sense for us to do it that other way. So I was like,
Yeah.
you know, I'll take semi-main, but they get a third from the top.
Yep. All right, so we'll have it like this.
Oh,
Sorry. Then put the.
yeah, women go there, and so that unsanctioned match comes for this.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, no,
Switch it around.
yeah, no, it's beautiful. Are you good on your? No, that's you still got more Monday Night Raw to go. Okay,
so a lot more money than
that's good. So I'll just ramble on while you do your housekeeping.
Yep. Appreciate you.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to the continuation of my best of 5 series because, as we all know, Edge and Eddie are stellar, great talents, and when we do match forward this coming week, it will be, it'll be telling. Will the series end on SmackDown, or will we be going to the SmackDown before SummerSlam? Obviously, when you do things like this, it makes good logical sense that you would want to win as early as possible to save your health meter, if you will, on that there video game style.
All right, top tier style. Appreciate you. All right, so next up, obviously the match we've been waiting 2 weeks for: John Cena versus Rob Van Dam.
So many classics.
So many classics. So many.
I'm still mad at the Ohio State Patrol for pulling over RVD and Sabu.
Yeah, that
And
was
I'm also
hard.
mad at RVD for friggin' not letting Sabu take the fall.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad you're a stand-up guy, Rob, but
God
come on.
damn it, Rob! Why are you a good friend?
Like, stop being a good friend.
What is wrong with you? Had your whole career ahead of you.
And as Sabu told him, he's like, I ain't going nowhere. Just let me take the fall.
Just let me take the hit. Hey, listen. To be fair, it's not the kind of guy Rob is, and I do respect him for it. But man,
Oh, I
the
understand.
moments that we've missed out on just because of something that's now legal being illegal at the time
Yes.
is insane. But yeah, these two. I mean, shit. Pick a favorite RVD versus Cena match. It's pretty much this. It's not. Obviously, Cena's still early in his career, still young,
Mhm.
still what's the word? Learning the ropes, if you will.
Well, the beautiful thing about booking matches that have happened so many times is it gives me a plethora of options to
Yeah.
pop up on the screen.
And just kind of
Appreciate
visually
you guys.
piece together.
Yeah, and that was the fun part about doing that ladder match.
Oh
It was
yeah,
like I was like a little bit of this, a little bit of that,
tiny bit of this, tiny bit of that here.
It's like putting together a recipe.
But yeah, beautiful stuff from them. They have a great match, but in the end, you know the story by now. Cena falls to the much more experienced, much more talented, much higher up the card, Rob Van Dam.
So I don't mean to interject my
Hopes, wishes, desires.
well, just my wrestling brain on this,
Let me hear it.
but I have a feeling that there might be a motivation behind all these losses. So when I think of a guy this talented losing this much, it almost makes me think that there might be a heel turn in the future.
What?
Maybe even around the Halloween holiday season, if you will.
No, it's crazy. Couldn't even conceive.
Oh my goodness!
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it annoys me how much we think alike because it kind of ruins everything for me. Damn it.
But
it's good.
So the way I look at it is, if it's right, it's right.
Yeah.
And so
if it fits, it makes sense. If the shoe fits, as they say, wear it.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is that I loved bad guy John Cena. I thought he was.
That was actually my favorite John Cena.
Oh, I know, right? And then when he took a little bit of the edge off, I was like, I'm still with it. And then when he took all the edge off, I was like, you lost me.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I was a kid when he was when they took all the edge off.
Oh, sure. And you're actually the reason why they did it is because he was seeing kids copy him in ways that he didn't appreciate.
Like, thugonomics, sword life. I'm like, oh no, that's a 5-year-old.
And so he was like, I should probably quit this.
Yeah. Let me get my Fruity Pebbles t-shirt on. Hey, listen, all I'm gonna say is I'm pretty sure if I look at my house, I got a Fruity Pebbles box with John Cena's face on it.
I don't doubt it.
So, I mean, clearly it works.
Well, and it's not really all that different than my my 1991. There we go.
Wow.
Ultimate Warrior comic book. So he
Keep forgetting you had comics.
Well, I mean it's WWF, so there's the Bushwhackers.
Yeah.
But it was. So John Cena being ultra squeaky clean is not much different than the come-to-life superhero version of the Ultimate Warrior. And so, as much as I, as an adult, was not a fan of John Cena cleaning up to that degree, I understand looking back on it because, again, I grew up on the era of good guys are good guys and bad guys are bad guys, and so it makes sense.
So it makes sense, exactly.
Although I was a big fan of the ambiguity of John Cena's character.
Yes, give you a little bit of everything. But Rob, very graciously, because he's such a great guy, actually gives Cena the ring, gives him a chance to soak in the applause, soak in the adulation from the fans who have, once again, enjoyed his great performance from this young upstart as the fire shoots up from the sides of the corner.
Oh!
and out comes Kane right behind him to chokeslam his poor sorry soul again. Van Damme's gone, so he obviously doesn't see any of this. So we got Jericho and Kane. He's lighting up a quick one, celebrating the big W. Jericho and Kane are out here caving the life out of poor Cena. And out comes Christian, who grabs Van Damme on his way out.
Come on, man.
Like, dang it, Rob. They left him out there by himself.
Oh, good times.
Christian says, no, I'm sick of this. I'm done with this. This is not what we're doing. Kane, you think you're so cool. You think you're so awesome. Tell you what, at SummerSlam, me and you for this right here. This right here being the U.S. title.
Oh, of course.
This right here. So, of course.
I like it. That's a good match.
Yep, and of course, since I'm going to keep Kane as the he can't talk Kane, because that's my favorite Kane.
Sure.
Silent killer.
Yes.
Jericho gets the mic and says, you want him? You want him at SummerSlam? You got it, pal. So he accepts on behalf of Kane.
Cool.
And then Kane, it's make-believe, so he can do the fire a second time.
Yeah,
despite it happening once.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with it.
Then next up, let's see. Positively unstoppable. I have them just as PU here, so
gotcha
for texting sake.
Yes.
Our finally challenged Too Cool, and Too Cool finally responds saying, "Yeah, you got it.
Yeah,
SummerSlam,
of course.
No problem."
Yeah, sorry we've been out of the club.
Yeah, sorry. We've been enjoying life. I apologize. In fact, I don't know if this is the era when they have that like WWE New York, and like this like you remember they had like the little like.
It was called The World at this point.
With The World, thank you.
So when they rebranded from WWF, they rebranded WWF New York to The World.
The World.
And so in our world,
I thought it was called that.
In our world, let's call it Worldwide.
Worldwide. I love it. I love it. So Too Cool has been hanging out at Worldwide.
Heck, actually, AEW New York.
AEW New York.
Yeah, let's call it AEW New York.
Baby.
I like it better that way.
But yeah, basically they've been boogieing down in New York. They've been having a party. every night, and they're like, "Yeah, sorry, bro, we just got your message. That's on us. Our bad."
Yeah, that's
Our
cool.
bad.
I like it.
But it's okay. Hey, listen, you want the match at SummerSlam?
We want
Me
it
and
too.
Scott Too Hot, we'll make it happen for you.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
And then so that's tied it up. I got two more things here. This one I'm also pretty excited for. So this is a Raven promo,
Yes.
and it's just a video package of Raven explaining what hardcore is and what hardcore means to him. He kind of recaps his career and talks about ECW, obviously, and since we got video footage, we can show all that stuff.
Absolutely.
But he shows hardcore is violent, hardcore is bloody, hardcore is painful, hardcore is destructive, hardcore is beautiful. Hardcore is everything that you are not, Kurt Angle. Hardcore is the very backbone of what I make my living on. Very backbone of what my friends make their living on. Very backbone of what my enemies make their living on. And seeing you with that hardcore title disgraces the very idea of hardcore. So, Kurt, if you have any balls, you have any guts, if you don't want me to find Stacy and give her what I gave her 2 weeks ago, then you'll accept my challenge. SummerSlam. Me, you, and a true hardcore match.
A Ravens rules match.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, he summed it up for me, but yeah.
Well, it's true because so that brings it full circle because it's not just ECW, but in WCW, whenever Raven said Ravens rules, it meant it was an ECW rules match.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
Long and short of it.
yeah, no, I like it, and I know that we had talked about before this show started that one thing from the original timeline was not going to be able to take place because I have Edge, you have Kurt. But are we still going to be able to do what I talked about?
Yeah, so that is the overall end goal.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I will actually have to just tell you off once we get off camera because I don't want to spoil it for the fans.
Okay.
They might want to know.
I was just checking because I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a great spot.
But yeah, I'll tell you how we get from point A to point B after we cut this
Sweet.
segment.
Alright.
We got one more thing,
Cool.
and it is just Paul Heyman. Sorry, I apologize. Looking at the wrong week. This is Brock Lesnar coming out as a little exhibition to warm himself up for this big world title match in a week, 2 weeks.
So what's the date on your show? You're
12.
12?
This is 12. So
Yeah, so 2 weeks.
2 weeks. So Brock is going one-on-one with one Bob Holly.
Oh, okay.
So, this is the match where Bob breaks his neck and is out
Oh,
for...
legit?
It happens in a month, but since I don't have any concrete plans for him at that time, I decided to do it a month early.
Gotcha.
Um,
Well,
so-
here's the thing. Maybe it happens here and he doesn't get checked out until next month.
That's fine with me.
Because I don't actually change when things
Yeah.
go down, so he finds
Oh
out
no!
in a month.
I was just gonna kayfabe it, and then he was having a bike ride or something.
There
and
you
actually got
go.
hurt.
Yeah.
I didn't really care.
Cool.
But point being, I didn't have any plans for Holly
Sure.
next month.
No, I feel you.
And since I didn't want to put him in a match with Brock once he's
Just to do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I decided to do that, get an exhibition for Brock, get him on the show, let Paul Heyman talk ish about Rock on commentary.
Absolutely.
And Holly obviously gets hurt, finishes the match like a trooper,
Yes.
or not a trooper. I don't know if I should glorify that or not anymore.
I don't know. But the fact is, he did finish in real life.
Yeah.
And so, just say he finished like he did
finished-
in real life.
He finished like he did in real life.
Because it's true.
Yes. But it closes out way you know how. F5, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
That's the end of Raw.
And those two guys, I'll be honest with you. There was a point in time when planning out this universe where I thought about giving the world title to Bob Holly.
Yeah.
I
Beat everybody. It
I
makes
didn't.
sense.
I didn't obviously, or because it's a co-booking when it comes to the undisputed title.
For sure.
But he's one of those guys where I was like, man, I almost want to give him that. You did sacrifice.
You gave us a lot.
And so I thought about it, but I second guessed. And there are actually a couple other people who don't ever get to their real life prominence. Achievements. The immediate person that pops into my mind is JBL.
Yes. Yeah.
So he never breaks into that.
Spoiler.
upper echelon, and the reason being is that when I was growing up, right? So I was talking to Ahmed about this, and he was like, "Oh, I've only ever known JBL as a main eventer."
Yeah.
I said when I met JBL, he was Justin Hawk Bradshaw.
Jesus Christ, that was back in the day.
And then from Justin Hawk Bradshaw, he became Blackjack Bradshaw. Never, ever, ever book the new anything. Not the new Blackjacks, not the new Rockers, not the new anything. Anytime you put new in front of a tag team or faction.
That means they're trash.
Yeah.
Aside from the New Age Outlaws.
Well, what I mean is, yeah, but the New Age Outlaws weren't just the new Outlaws.
Yeah.
Which, well, the Outlaws were Dirty Dick, Murdoch, and Dusty Rhodes. They were the New Age Outlaws, as in, this is a new age that we're entering. That new age being the Attitude Era. And so it wasn't the same. It wasn't.
It was different.
It was different because it'd be like us saying the new Dudley Boys. Although that's a little new to cool, right?
Okay.
New to cool because it's not a brother team.
Yeah.
So new to cool coming out on Raw in the year 2023, and it's sunglasses gimmick, the same sunglasses gimmick, same dancing gimmick, same spotlight, but it's now Kona Reeves and
Kona Reeves.
who was Lars Sullivan, right?
Jesus Christ!
So,
why did you make the two with the least amount of charisma?
Well, that's the point though. So are you telling me that Leif Cassidy was the new Shawn Michaels? He wasn't.
Nah.
Well, it is no. This is no knock because I actually like both of these guys. But are Barry Windham and Bradshaw, are they Blackjack Mulligan and Black Lanza? No,
Nah.
they were better as themselves.
Yeah.
But speaking of things being better when they're themselves, let's talk about my 68-page graphic novel, Everlasting Survivors.
Whether it's your first time here or you're a regular here at Mr. Super Oz, I just want to thank you for tuning in to the channel. It exists because I, Oz, from the channel Mr. Super Oz, I wrote a 68-page graphic novel called Everlasting Survivors. Volume 1 is called All Day Long. If you follow the link in the description of this video, you can get yourself hats, shirts, posters, all kinds of fun things. But most importantly, you can get the story itself. And the more people that pick up the story, the greater the chances are that there can be continued adventures with these heroes. If you could, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment, enjoy.